and welcome to this edition of MFers Live. Yeah, sorry about that. Original MFer here. Got to pull the hair up, get it off the shoulders. It's actually getting warmer these days. Yes, we're heading into summer, and it is the May 2-4 weekend. So I know that a lot of people are actually heading out camping. I've been seeing the post all over by MFers getting all ready and psyched to go camping for the May 2-4 weekend. Yes. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this edition of MFers Live. It's May 18th, 2018, and it's Friday. Hello, Stefan. How you doing, buddy? It's great to see you. Hello, Mary Jane. How are you? Yes, everybody, welcome to this edition of MFers Live. We're live in the studio with, Nacho, you still got last night's names. You focus on those, and I didn't even end up getting messages from them. So, we're going to try, see if maybe we can try this one more time, see if we can get your ESP fully working out there to pull out and grab for those MFers out there. Hello, Suli, and hello, Caitlin. Yes, May 2-4 weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it is. Hello, Caitlin. Yes. Yes, so like I said, been seeing all the posts. Everybody's getting all wound up and ready to go camping this weekend. It is a long weekend. Well, I know the original MFers got Monday off, so it's definitely a long weekend. Yes, exactly. Happy May 2 for everybody. Celebrate. All right, you drink one for me, all right? Because you might have to have two, because MFer don't drink. Well, I drink coffee. I guess non-alcoholic. I guess it depends. Because we were discussing before, but the different bacteria you have in your system. So you never know. But hello, Nick Balls. Yes, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We have Nacho the Cat with us in the studio. And we are filmed live in front of a live studio audience. We do have Meister Chef in the background who's like zoned into his phone. Gaming. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start this off like we always do. Yes. So it is good. You can say it's Friday. Friday's good, right? It's awesome. Because, it's the weekend. Kids, even the little MFers got to be excited for today because, they actually had I think a lot of schools had PE days today. So they get like a super long weekend. Sorry to all the parents out there. I know that my parents, I guess they got a little night with us kids sometimes because usually we were always trying to take off for the weekend, hanging out with our friends and stuff. But some weekends, we just stayed home. We didn't want to go out. We wanted to chill. And parents like, go away, go play with your friends. Go play with your friends. Because they want some time too. All right, I will see you Monday as well, brother. All right, love you too, dog, always. Yes, I will see you Monday. And tell the wife that I say hi. I'll finally actually get to meet her face-to-face on Monday. Right on. All right, so we have Travis Homerston. You can be up for this, buddy? I think you are. Okay, I got faith in you. You can do this, bud. All right, so we got Chris Norton. Yes, he's one of our big sponsors from CDN Clothing Connection. All right, we have April McAllister. What else we got here? Oh, we got Vicky Colbert. Yeah, and Vicky actually tuned in last night. Her puppy her dog gave birth to her a litter of puppies. I think she said it was like 9 puppies. And she posted pictures and they look so cute. They're adorable. All right, so we have Sarah Jacobs. Hello, Yvette. Yes. Always peace, love, and positivity, brother. Always, always. All right, so we have Caitlin McCandles. All right. What else we got? Oh, look. This is, gotta get this straight here. All right, Ori Amaji. That's one of our MFers down in the Philippines. Yes. Oh, you're at work. Well, you know what? One of these I have to call while you're working just to get you on the phone to talk to us while I'm after something. No, because that would kind of disturb your job. Can't really do that, right? But yes, you have yourself a good time at work. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, always find the job that makes you happy. I was actually talking to an MF earlier. They're a little disappointed with their, they're not really happy with their job and they're feeling stressed. And I told them, always look for that job that makes you happy. Yes. Because you don't want a job where you're waking up in the morning like, I don't want to go to work. You want a job that wakes you up in the morning going, all right, it's time to go to work. Let's go do this. Always find what makes you happy. Don't look like, I know in this day and age, it's, things are so expensive and, you kind of need a high paying job. But when you really sit and think about it, Okay, don't really look at the job, but the money that'll make you happy. Look what the environment that'll make you happy. Okay, because in life, the only reason we need money is to pay bills. That's what it is. We need money to pay bills. Now, if we took that money faction out of there, see a big, huge difference. I think you would, because money's just waste. But yeah, like I said, if you find a job, if it's paying you minimum wage, but it makes you happy, as long as you're able to get your basic bills done, paid out of the way, that's all you really need. Because come on, I love hanging out with my friends and hanging out with people and helping people out and stuff, and it doesn't cost me a thing. Yes, I'm a little old school, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I come from the era where you would actually go to your friend's place and hang out. Yeah. Well, back then we played video games. I don't know. Actually, okay, I have a couple friends. I can stop by their place, hang out with them. We're playing video games. But go out, have a cup of coffee. It's absolutely free. It is. Hello, Christine. Hello, Taylor. How are you? All right. So you guys ready? We got Sarah Jacobs. All right. We have Crystal Harris. All right. You guys, you ready for this nacho? We're going to try this again, okay? If not, we'll figure out something, okay? But we're going to try this again, okay? I got faith in you, okay? You got this, buddy. All right. So Nancy Swirls, okay? Nacho is going to hold Nancy's name, and he's going to try to use his Nacho ESP abilities and send out a signal to Nancy going, Nancy, I'm holding your name. So we'll see if it works. All right, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, welcome to this edition of MFers Live. It's the beginning of the May 2-4 weekend. Yes, like I said, the students got to already start early. A lot of them had PE days. I don't know if every school did, but I know that a whole bunch of them did. So they actually got to start early. But, yeah, if you're just finishing your day shift, your weekend's starting. Yeah. If you're on nights, I guess your weekend started already as soon as you were done this morning. And the only ones left are the afternoons. Afternoon crews. Hold in there. You should only have a few more hours, okay? If you're on average of 11 o'clock, you got about 3 hours left. You're good to go. Don't worry. Your May 2-4 weekend is going to be started. All right. So we're going to read our good news in history from May 18th. All right. So 85 years ago today, in the midst of the Great Depression, U.S. President Franklin Roosevelt created the Tennessee Valley Authority to establish navigation, flood control, electricity generation, and economic development in the Tennessee River Valley, one of the poorest regions in the country. The TVA, which covered parts of 7 states and produced such cheap power that it attracted many factories to those areas, became a model for America's efforts to help modernize agrarian societies in the developing world. That was back in 1833, right on. All right, so we have more good news on this day. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to sneak some positive stories in here for you today, because we do have a whole bunch that we didn't get to read yesterday because we had our facts day. Yeah, and there was a whole bunch that have already popped in through my phone today. All right, so this is more good news on this day in history. So Rhode Island passed the first law in North America making slavery illegal. And that was back in 1652, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, that's like, just under 400 years, over 300 years. Oh, it's good. All right, so the Hague Peace Conference opened with delegates from 26 countries taking part in the first International Arms Control Summit. And that was back in 1899. Hello, Peter. Yes, happy long weekend. And yes, peace, love, and positivity. Hello, Sue Lee. How are you? Hopefully everybody's doing good. Like I said, it is start of the May 2-4 weekend. Yes. What else we got here? All right, so Jackie Cochran became the first woman to break the sound barrier. That was back in 1953. Be back in my dad's time as well. So a modified TGV passenger train in France achieved a new rail world speed record of 320 miles per hour. Now that is super fast. I wouldn't want to put my head out the window. Probably get lopped off at the speed, right? That was 1990. I was 10 when that happened. Wow. So a landmark bill was passed in Nepal, curtailing the power of the monarchy and creating a secular country. That was in 2006. All right. We also have a birthday to announce. All right. Born on this day, American actress, comedian, writer, and producer, Tina Fey. Yes. Happy birthday, Tina Fey. So best known for her 8-year stint on Saturday Night Live, and for producing and starring in the critically acclaimed 30 Rock. Tina was born 48 years ago in Upper Darby, Pennsylvania. So she was only 10 years old. She was born in 1970 on this day. So happy 48th birthday, Tina Fey. You're tired? Yes, you must be tired because you put tried. But yes, make sure you get rest. Make sure you get rest. All right, what else we got here? Oh, we got another birthday too. So another happy birthday to baseball great Reggie Jackson, who turned 72 years old today. So after a high school football spinal injury, doctors told Jackson that he might never walk again. But he defied the odds, joined the baseball team, and pitched several no-hitters while batting .550 average. That's awesome. That's amazing. So as a pro, Jackson was nicknamed Mr. October for his clutch hitting at times when it mattered most. In postseason play, he helped the Oakland Athletics win 5 consecutive AL West pennants, which earned them 3 World Series appearances and 2 titles. He also helped the New York Yankees win 4 AL East pennants and 2 consecutive World Series titles. Jackson famously hit 3 consecutive home runs, each on the first pitch at Yankee Stadium in the clutching Game 6 of the 1977 World Series. Both teams retired his jersey, number 9 and number 44, to honor his 563 career home runs and 14 seasons as an all-star. Right on, right on. Hello, Kim. It's always good to see you in here, dear. All right. So that's pretty cool. So happy birthday, Reggie. So we got a birthday to Reggie Jackson and Tina Fey. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yes. All right. What else? It's Friday. We don't really have anything planned. We can sit here and gab if you guys want. I'm going to go see if we can find a positive story for you guys to read. Kim, I know that I haven't seen her pop in here, but tell your daughter, Amanda, congratulations on her place. Right on. Looks awesome, especially with that MFers hat hanging from the wall. It looks pretty cool. Right on. All right, so we're going to show that off. That is now, it is on our MFers Live Facebook page, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to tweet this off quickly as well, because you know what? Yeah, not many people use Twitter anymore, but people still do. They do. I was actually going through all my numbers. Of course, biggest followings on Facebook, because this is where we are every night. And followed, we got Instagram catching up there. We have a little over half the amount that we do on Facebook. And I go over my Twitter, and I think there's maybe 30 Twitter followers. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, go check out Twitter. It's not that bad. It's not. Like I said, Facebook is kind of like where we hang out right now. But we will be expanding soon. Like I said, trying to get this technology working for me. We still can't keep that audio going. We really don't know what it is. I'm actually going to have one of my computer friends coming over this weekend to check out the software to see if maybe they can get it working properly for me. But yes, can't wait to get that software up and running. Yes. It's going to make a big, huge difference and impact and actually be able to have our second year even better than our first. All right, guys. You know what? So like I said, we have positive stories here. Yes. All right, where'd it go here? Okay, so that's the one we read yesterday, was the cat running across the baseball field that started a movement. Yeah, if you guys remember that, the positive story, yes. It was the Oakland A's game, yes. All right, so we're going to go back to a day ago. All right, that's what I mean by everybody's always there for me. It's always good. Let's see here. So, okay, yes, this is the story I was looking for. Okay. So when fallen officer's son asks for someone to take him to school, He's shocked to see 70 cops waiting to take him to school. And yeah, see, that's what I mean. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to see if I can turn this around so you guys can see. Okay. The picture, you guys can see that one. Try not to get the glare in there. It's really hard to see. Really. I guess it's got to be dark imaging, maybe. We'll get this working so you guys can actually see that. But yeah. Sorry, Nacho, you're falling over, bud. Yeah, stay with me, okay? Her actual story is actually tweeted on Twitter. All right. But I'm going to read the story that goes with it. All right. So it's been a little over 2 weeks since Dakota Pitt's father died in the line of duty. And earlier this week, he returned to school for the first time since the incident. Thankfully, the 5-year-old boy didn't have to go alone. Since Dakota's father was a police officer at the Terre Haute Police Department in Indiana, the youngster asked his mother if one of his dad's friends could escort him to school. So when local law enforcement heard Dakota's request, they were more than happy to oblige. So when Dakota finally returned to school on Monday, there were 70 police officers, SWAT members, and deputies there to welcome him and reassure him that they had his back. And this is a quote. He will definitely know his dad was a hero, Dakota's aunt told WTHI. Blood doesn't always make you family. And I think the Blue family went above and beyond. So that was pretty cool. And there was like a roll of them. And there's a video here, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. It's actually a Facebook video. So, ladies and gentlemen, you guys can definitely check this out. And you actually see a line of officers. The little boy's walking down the sidewalk. I don't know if it's his mom beside him or if it's another officer beside him. But you see the little boy, he's, holding his knapsack. See? And yes, it's true. Blood does not make you family, ladies and gentlemen. We're MFers. We're one giant family. It's what we are. It's pretty cool. It's awesome. Woot. Hello, Jeff. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, definitely check that out. Let's see here. No, that was okay. So that was WTHI that actually shared that out. That's pretty cool. Actually, it is his mom, I do believe, walk beside him. That's pretty cool. But yeah, you actually see officers of, like, you got one that's a sheriff, one's right. Yeah, 70 of them. So yes, hopefully that little boy feels that safe. He may have lost his dad, but they have his back. They're there for him. Like I said, it's kind of like what SMFers do. Hello, Jeff. Yeah. When are you going to stop by and get stickers, buddy? I've been waiting for you to knock on that door to come get yourself some stickers for your bike. Yes. Some peace of love and positivity. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to share this off so you guys can go check out that video. Go check it out. And if you guys actually want, there's the first picture you will actually see on there. Okay, so that is all right. So that's off to the Facebook page. All right. The first picture you will see, actually, you're scrolling down just before the story. You'll actually see the Twitter account. So the tweet. That's what it's called. Yeah, tweet. Sitting there. And then below it, at the very bottom, you'll actually see it's a video from Facebook, ladies and gentlemen. So you guys can go check that out. All right. Because if you guys are on Facebook right now, why not go check it out? I was been busy. Playing poker. Nice. Hopefully you get yourself a nice royal flush there, brother. Let's see here. So this is another cool one. This is actually from yesterday as well. This is what I mean. These are the stories that were from yesterday. I'm trying to find some good positive stories. And, like I always say, you can't have, you have to deal with some negativity, like throughout your life. It's like yin and yang, right? Good and evil. You got to have, have to deal with some negativity. But you got to know how to deal with the negativity. And there's different ways to come about it without getting yourself negative and staying positive and being able to keep moving forward. So this is a real cool story from yesterday. Puppy lost in the desert for 65 days shares emotional reunion with her owner. Yes. So in an incredible story of perseverance, a puppy that was lost in the desert was finally reunited with her owner after she was missing for 65 days. That's over 2 months. 2 months in the desert. You know where I'm playing. Oh, okay. Yes, I do actually. I think I do know where you're playing. Hello, Timmy. Our Joker's on duty. How are you doing, buddy? It's always good to see you here, Timmy. So yes, after 65 days, that's like over 2 months in the desert lost. So yes, back in June 2013, Lily, the 1-year-old dog, and her owner Rose Sharman were in the car driving down the Arizona highway when they suddenly crashed, and were flying through the windshield. So Sharman was injured in the incident, but Lily immediately panicked and ran off into the wilderness. So as Sharman recovered in a wheelchair, a team of volunteers spent the next 2 months searching for the dog. So for weeks, there wasn't any sign of Lily, until August, when there was a sighting of 2 dogs wandering through the desert about 3 miles north of the crash. The volunteers baited some cages with pieces of chicken and set up a baby monitor to listen for sound. Finally, 65 days after she went missing, the cage successfully caught Lily, yes. And her reunion with Sharman was an emotional one. So, yes, this is actually a story from a few years ago. But, yes, perseverance, and, the puppy's all safe and sound. That's always good. Hello, Verna. Thanks for tuning in. Like I said, these are stories from yesterday, so I haven't got up to the stories that popped in from today. So we're going to share this off quickly so you guys can always go check this out. Come on. Okay, to the page, to MFers Live. We're going to publish this off right now. There we go. All right, we're going to tweet this off as well. And you know what? It's the one thing I find funny about Twitter. It's a lot quicker. It just pops open. I just got to click a tweet, and it's there. All right. So this is all right, so we got dry mouth. All right, so we got another one here. This is actually from yesterday as well. I think this is the last one from yesterday. I got everybody sharing off my post. That's great. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys follow me on my private page, I guess it's not really private, it's public. But if you guys follow my own personal Facebook, you guys will see some random funny stuff that I post up. I try to find something. I don't try to I don't want people to take it the wrong way, but sometimes, like I said, please never take offense to some of the posts I put up. I just find that they're funny at the moment, and just check them out. Try to put a smile on somebody's face. All right, so drinking baking soda could actually be a cheap, safe way to combat autoimmune disease, says scientists. So a daily dose of baking soda may actually help reduce the destructive inflammation of autoimmune diseases like rheumatoid arthritis, scientists say. So they have some of the first evidence of how the cheap over-the-counter antacid can encourage our spleen to promote an anti-inflammatory environment that actually could be therapeutic in the face of inflammatory disease. Medical College of Georgia scientists report in the Journal of Immunology. So they've actually shown that when rats or healthy people drink a solution of baking soda or sodium bicarbonate, it becomes a trigger for the stomach to make more acid that can actually digest the meal. It also gets little studied methodial cells sitting on the spleen to actually tell the fist-sized organ, but there's no need to mount a protective immune response. Wow. So Dr. Paul O'Connor, who is a renal psychologist and the study's corresponding author, says that it's sort of assuring our organs that it's most likely a hamburger, not a bacterial infection. Hello, Jessica. Thanks for tuning in. So, where's here? So the methyl cells that line the body's cavities, like the one that contains our digestive tract, cover the exterior of our organs to quite literally keep them from rubbing together. About a decade ago, it was found that these cells also provide another level of protection. They have little fingers called microvilli that sense the environment and warn the organs they cover that there is an invader and an immune response is actually needed. So drinking baking soda, the MCG scientists think, tells the spleen, which is part of the immune system, to actually go easy on the immune response. So certainly drinking biocarbonates affect the spleen, and we think it's through the methodological cells, O'Connor says. So the conversation, which occurs with the help of the chemical messenger acetylcholine, appeared to promote a landscape that shifts against inflammation, they report. So in the spleen, as well as the blood and kidneys, they found after drinking water with baking soda for 2 weeks, the population of immune cells called macrophages, macrophages, shifted from primarily those that promote inflammation, called M1, to those that actually reduce it, called M2. So macrophages, perhaps best known for their ability to consume garbage in the body, like debris from injured or dead cells, are early arrivers to a call for an immune response. Yeah. So in the case of the lab animals, the problems were hypertension and chronic kidney disease, problems which got O'Connor's lab thinking about baking soda. So one of the many functions of the kidney is balancing important components like acid, potassium, and sodium. With kidney disease, there is an impaired kidney function, and one of the resulting problems can be that of the blood. The blood becomes too acidic, O'Connor says. So significant consequences can actually include increased risk of cardiovascular disease and osteoporosis. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. I was like, what? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys want, we do have a group. There's actually a group, yes. We have the MFers Live Facebook page, but we also do have a group. It's called MFers for the Love of Mike. It was actually created by one of our big supporters, Freedom McIntyre. I almost had a brain fart there. Sorry, cuz. It was created by our one and only Freedom McIntyre. It was actually before we had the MFers Live Facebook page actually up and running. The group was actually created first before the page itself, so it's pretty cool. And it's actually kind of long distance, so it's pretty awesome. I just got a notification somebody actually asked to join because it is a group. It was a public group. It's supposed to be a public group, but I guess you have to ask now, I guess, with the groups. Go check it out, ladies and gentlemen. It's called MFers for the Love of Mike. It's another little spot you guys actually can hang out. There's a huge amount of people on there, like I always say. The reason is because we thought people were getting invited there, but I guess you add people. That's the way it is. You add people, and they automatically go there. As where the MFers Live Facebook page, we actually invite you to, because it's your choice, if you want to be part of it or not. And we don't want you getting notifications if, you don't want anything to do with it. You know what I mean? Because we try to promote peace, love, and positivity all the time. Always trying our best, right? All right. So, yes, back to the drinking of the baking soda. So it sets the whole system up to fail, basically, O'Connor says. Clinical trials have shown that a daily dose of baking soda can not only reduce acidity, but actually slow progression of the kidney disease. And it's now a therapy offered to patients. This is quote. So we started thinking, how does baking soda slow progression of the kidney disease, O'Connor says. That's when the anti-inflammatory impact began to unfold as they saw reduced numbers of M1s and increased M2s in their kidney disease model after consuming the common compound. So then when they looked at the rat model without actual kidney damage, they saw the same response. So the basic scientist worked with the investigation of MCG's Georgia Prevention Institute to bring in healthy medical students who drank baking soda in a bottle of water, and also actually helped in a similar response. So the shift from inflammatory to anti-inflammatory profile is happening everywhere, O'Connor says. We saw it in the kidneys. We saw it in the spleen. Now we even see it in the perpetual blood. Hey, what's up? Pat, Ghost Pat's in the house. How you doing, buddy? And then hopefully you're having a great night, buddy. Welcome to the May 2-4 weekend. I guess it's the start for everybody now, right? Well, sorry, like I said, sorry, except people on afternoon shift. all right? Because your long weekend, I guess, starts after work, right? But most people already started their May 2-4 weekend. A lot of people are going up camping. Guys, have yourself a great weekend. Always, direct responsibility and drive safe, okay? If you guys are drinking, don't get behind the wheel. Please don't get behind the wheel. All right, what else? All right, so you're where did I leave off here? Okay, there we go. Okay. So the shifting landscape, he says, is likely due to increased conversion of some of the pro-inflammatory cells to anti-inflammatory ones, coupled with actual production of more anti-inflammatory microbes. The scientists also saw a shift in other immune cell types, like more regulatory T cells, which generally drive down the immune response and help keep the immune system from attacking our own tissues. That anti-inflammatory shift was sustained for at least 4 hours in humans and 3 days in rats. Yeah. Rich Sunday, I can't wait. Oh, it's your daughter's birthday tomorrow. Right on. Woohoo. Another little MFer gets to celebrate a birthday. Right on. I hope she has a great day tomorrow. What a great time to actually have, a birthday. The May 2-4 weekend. Yeah, definitely going to be partying on the May 2-4 weekend, right? So hopefully she has lots of fun. Sorry, the baking soda. Yeah, we're talking about drinking baking soda. And I'm not saying, take a big glass, drink it. It seems like, basically a tablespoon of baking soda, mix it in with water. Actually helps. Oh, excuse me. All right. So, all right. So O'Connor actually hopes drinking baking soda can one day produce similar results for people with autoimmune disease. This is a quotation from him. Hello, Tamara. Thanks for tuning in. You are not really turning anything off or on. You are just pushing it toward one side by giving an anti-inflammatory stimulants. He says, in this case, away from harmful inflammation. It's potentially a really safe way to treat inflammatory disease. So the spleen also got bigger with consuming baking soda. The scientists think that because of the anti-inflammatory stimulants it produces, infection can increase spleen size, and physicians often palpate the spleen when concerned about a big infection. So other cells besides neurons are known to use the chemical communicator acetylcholine. Baking soda also interact with acidic ingredients like buttermilk and cocoa in cakes and other baked goods to help the batter expand, and along with heat from the oven to rise. So it can also help raise the pH in pools. Is actually found in acids and can help clean your teeth and tub. Wow. Yes, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. So by the recommendation of this, drinking baking soda. Not straight baking soda, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sitting there go get the box of baking soda and start that. No, just take a little teaspoon, mix it in like a bottle of water, shake it up. Hey, even add a little bit of coloring if you want, or some sugars. But yeah, it's actually supposed to help. So right on. See, learning things with basics. And this isn't having to go down to your local pharmacy and pain the butt to get a prescription to actually help. That is pretty neat. Got everybody talking. Okay, 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Oops. Oh, I got it, everyone. Okay. There it is. It's shared off to the MFers Live Facebook page, and we're going to tweet this off quickly as well. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Go check that out. I'm not saying go do it. It's your choice, always. It's just a recommendation that popped in there. I can't hear because Steph's music, but hi. Hi, Rachel. Hi. Of course, Stefan would probably be having the radio cranked. Of course. Hey, why the garbage pit to see Ritz? Yeah, but Ritz is this Sunday, isn't Ritz? Is it tomorrow? No, wait. I gotta go check my calendar out again. But yeah, I think Ritz is coming this weekend. Then we got Mad Child's coming down in June. We got Mr. Jones coming down in June. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of artists coming. It's the summer. Summer's coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, there's lots of tours always going around. All right, so what else here? Okay, so all right. Okay, so we'll do this one next. Okay, this is actually from. Okay, we'll go in order. Okay, so this is actually from 10 hours ago. Okay, now let's see. We're going to try this, okay, because this is what we're trying to figure out. Okay, so is it the white screen that's causing the reflection? All right. Try to get the glare off out there. It's kitty. See the kitty? See the kitty. See the pretty kitty. Okay, there you go. Oh, look, it auto too. It's nice. All right, ladies, there you go. Okay, so you get the kitty. Okay, that is actually the pic of. That's the kitty. That's the picture. All right, I'm just double checking on the phone, and it's working. Right on. All right, okay, wait a sec here. So Ritz is Sunday in Guelph and in Rockpile. June 8th is Matcha. I got ticked. Right on. Oh, Ritz is in Toronto tomorrow. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Sending the MFers out in Toronto area. Ritz will be playing out there. All right, so yes, that is the cat. That's, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, that's why I want to try the software, because it's the battling with the glares, because I'm going to have to spend a little bit more time on my MFers live page, which I don't mind. It's great if it works, right? Like I said, putting the pictures in the pictures so you guys can actually see and I can actually work with it. I think we can do up to like 12 reimagings. But yeah, we can do the picture-in-picture so you guys can actually see the pictures properly. So there's actually no glare off the screen if I go to show you guys a picture. All right. So when woman is about to give up on lost cat, she feels invisible hands guide her to him. So that's what the kitty is. Okay, this is the kitty that went missing. All right. So when you imagine the horror of taking your pet on vacation only to end up losing it, that's what happened to me on my honeymoon. When microchipping was not yet available, I had only my powers of ingenuity and tendency to help locate the missing cat, or so I thought. So is that performing other than guys. A venue is a venue. Yes, like some might be like dives or horrible venues, but it's not the venue you're looking for. It's the atmosphere of everybody that's in there. Now, hopefully, it's a great show and a lot of good positive vibes are coming off, and it won't matter where they're playing. It's the people and the environment and their surroundings that make it all happen. Because you should be able to go do like an amazing show with the crowd just like feeling the vibes from like say playing a big huge venue to playing a small venue should be the exact same. To even playing outside just randomly should be the same. It's the people around it doesn't matter about where it's playing, ladies and gentlemen. But it's all depending, like I said. Anyway, I'm bouncing. Got stuff to do. Big surprise for Guelph. Ooh. So there's a big surprise for the Guelph Rich show. Oh, you got to keep me posted. You got to keep me posted, brother. Definitely keep me posted. Yes? Nope, it's not. Yes, it is. Doesn't matter where the venue is. It's the everybody that's there. Like I said, it's the feeling of the music, the artist, like their music coming out to the fans out there, receiving it, and the vibes being spread all around. Like I said, the venue doesn't matter. It's the crowds that come. Like I said, we did a huge venue, and we had a small turnout, but it didn't matter it was a small turnout. It was the fact that everybody left happy and positive, and this is what really makes it happen. Oh, God. You got to stop thinking negative, Patty. Come on. Sorry. Pat. Goes Pat. Okay, I did not say that. I'm really sorry, Pat. Yeah, but come on. Just think of the positive side. Like I said, you're not there to worry about the venue. You're not there to worry about, the sound, might suck, because you kind of have to go there because, so you can hear. But I've seen a lot of these artists. A lot of these artists, they don't need the sound system behind them to make it work. Hey, Pandemic and Miss, how's everybody doing? It's always good to see you guys in here. But like I said, and Pandemic, you should be able to agree with me. Okay, we're going to reach out to Pandemic. Pandemic just popped in here. Yeah, exactly. Everybody has their own opinions. But good day. Yes, Mez comes all the way from Australia, ladies and gentlemen. All right, but I'm going to reach out to you, Pandemic. Okay. Now, in my opinion, like I said, it doesn't matter where the venue is. All that should matter is the artist and the fans. And if you got an artist with some amazing talent and the fans are loving it, the fans will give the response back, but it should never matter where the venue is. It's all about the vibes and the artists themselves. Not negative, just being honest. Just being honest. All right, you know what? You got me there, Pat. Okay, you got me. You got me there, brother. You totally got me there, okay? Definitely, okay? But yes, Miz comes all the way down from Australia, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, good time, mate. It's always good to see everybody popping in here. All right, so yes, we're talking about a missing cat. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Yes, so this is actually her story. So I'm actually going to read her story, okay? So this isn't me. This isn't my story. This is actually going to be her story. Hello, Gord. How you doing, brother? Exactly. See, agreed. So yes, my husband and I put our 2 Persian cats, Channel and Camelot, into the rented camper and headed out on our honeymoon. We took the 1.5-hour ferry trip from Vancouver Island, Canada, and then drove 6 hours to Lake Chilin, Washington. As we set up camp, we put the cats in their harnesses and tied their leashes to the picnic table. But the next time we turned around, Camelot was nowhere to be seen. He had somehow wiggled free of his harness, which now lay empty and lifeless on the ground. This shy, gentle cat had been raised in a cage by a breeder. He was not prepared to fend for himself in the wild. But we spent our entire honeymoon walking around the town calling, liver, liver, liver. Because it was Camelot's favorite treat. And he always came when you called liver. But not this time. So we wandered the streets day and night, going from the radio station to the newspaper office, to local schools, searching and telling everyone about the missing kitty. Eventually, everyone in town knew of our missing cat. So 3 days after he just evaporated, we had done everything humanly possible to find him. Our vacation had run out, and it was time to return home to our jobs. So exhausted on the darkened streets at 4 a.m., knowing that it was our last chance to find Camelot, it was obvious that locating him was out of our hands. So I passed my heart into the hands of fate and said, "Dear God, if you are really out there, if you really exist, please show me where my cat is." Never been, no. So then I slowly turned in a circle like a human radar, hoping for a miracle. All of a sudden, I seemed to feel the invisible hands of God, or perhaps those loving angels on my back. The hands indicated which way to go at every street crossing. We turned left, then right, and then walked another block, and then they guided me to the end of the street. I followed their directions for a quarter of a mile to a location we had not previously searched. When the next instant, the sun rose and the guiding hands lifted. At a loss and now feeling all alone, I desperately called for the last time, "Camelot!" And heard a cat meow from 25 steps away. He slowly crawled out from under a bush. He blinked his huge, beautiful green Disney eyes at me, waiting to be picked up. It was a miracle. So my soul soared, my heart melted. So is there a God out there? We all make that decision in our own way, but taking the time to ask seemed the key for me. I became a true believer. We joyously carried Camelot back to the camper and placed him in front of the water bowl. And patiently waited for her buddy to return. Our other cat, Channel, walked right up over to him and smacked him on the head with her paw, with a look that said, "You sure caused a lot of trouble." That was the first and last time we ever saw her do that. So as upsetting as Camelot's disappearance was, it appears that it was meant to guide us towards understanding that high power is at work in our lives. And now, 44 years later, it is a story that can offer hope in your life. May you, too, find what is missing when you finally ask. Like I said, everybody needs something to believe in. And she believed into it, she put faith into it, and it was just something that happened. Like I said, everybody needs something to believe in, and that's awesome. It is. Like I said, that's cool. That is. And, she found a cat. Camelot. He's cute. Kitties are cute. Come on, guys. Come on. Who cannot, okay, I guess there are a few, people out there in the world that are just cats. Ah! But cats are so cute. There. They can be like little prims. But, cats are, they are. And don't get me wrong, I've owned cats in my lifetime. I don't really prefer one because they want to destroy my stuff. They like to rip up the couches. But I did. The last cat I actually owned was a cute. It was. And it was a run of the litter, but we do believe it was kind of like a little midget one because we called her CJ. And she actually never grew bigger than the palm of my hand. She was a calico. And yeah, she was my little buddy. She used to sit on my shoulder all the time and chill with me. She used to sit on my desk when I was working on the computers and stuff. And yeah, she was the coolest thing ever. So yeah, like I said, come on, I love animals. I do. All right, so let's see here. What else we got here? All right, so we're going to see what Microsoft is doing out here because this is a little story from Microsoft. Come on, there's Microsoft all over the place. All right, so Microsoft is actually spending $25 million to harness AI and make life better for those disabled. Yes. So Microsoft has just announced that they will be committing $25 million to the development of technology that can make life easier for the disabled. So the tech company announced their AI for Accessibility initiative during their annual developer conference in Seattle on Monday. So by innovating for people with disabilities, we are innovating for us all, said Microsoft President Brad Smith about the program. By ensuring that technology fulfills its promise to address the broadest social needs, we can empower everyone, not just individuals with disabilities, to actually achieve more. Good evening, Berna. It's always good to see you here, dear. Always. So over the course of the next 5 years, the finances will be invested in exclusively accessible products that are designed by Microsoft and their partnering companies. The money will also be doled over in the form of seed grants to innovators, universities, and designers who are developing promising components that align with the project's goal. So the initiative takes special interest in specifically harnessing AI technology to help the disabled, similarly to how it is utilized in real life time, like text-to-speech programs and predictive text capabilities. Well, you just got home from work. Well, make sure you relax. Take a seat, take a load off, relax. Happy May 2-4, right? Happy May 2-4. So this is actually a quote by them. AI can actually be a game changer for people with disabilities, said Smith. By making AI solutions more widely available, we believe technology can actually have a broad impact on these important community. That's awesome. That is right on Microsoft. I give you guys credit, totally. Like big company like that, right? And they're investing $25 million in initiatives to actually be able to come up with technology that can actually help those with disabilities. Come on. Like there's so many people that have disabilities and, they give up because they don't think they can do anything. And if we can actually come up with ways to actually help them to be able to achieve those goals that they want, it's going to be awesome. Hello, Lydia. Thanks for tuning in. All right. So that is tweeted off as well. What else we got here? All right. So we still got a couple more stories here. All right. So, okay. So let's see here. We're going to do this one here. Are you serious? That is funny. Okay. You guys got to check. Okay. I'm going to read this one for you because I don't know if you guys can see this. Okay. I'm going to see. Okay. This is the story we're going to read. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't. Okay. See that? Now see there's a gentleman leaned over. Okay. You see something that looks like a little barrel on the ground. Okay. This is funny. That's why I want to read this for you guys. Okay. So we're going to go back. We're going to read this. So teen cries with joy when iPad dressed in cap and gown rolls across the stage in her place. Yeah. So 1 week before high school graduation, Cynthia Petway was hospitalized and left unable to walk. But that didn't keep her from walking across the stage for her ceremony. Petway virtually graduated alongside her classmates at LaFleur High School this week by rolling an iPad across the stage with a two-way video stream displayed on the screen. She was able to remotely control the robot from the hospital. The gadget was even dressed in a little cap and gown. That's awesome. It is. So this is a quote by her. She goes, I am my grandma's first grandbaby, her first one to walk that stage, Petway told WKRG. So I had to walk that stage, and I rolled across that stage. So the initiative was thanks to collaboration between Stephanie Maddox of the Mobile County Public School System and the USA Children's and Women's Hospital in Mobile, Alabama. But when Maddox first suggested the idea to Petaway, the teen was a little hesitant. This is a quote to her, okay? So she has worked very hard to get here, was devastated. So we introduced this idea, said Maddox. Took us a little while to convince her that although she couldn't be here physically, that she could be here remotely. And after that, she got on board and she was very excited about it. So the robot stand-in ended up working splendidly. As Petaway was watching the video stream from the hospital alongside 40 family members, she says she started to cry tears of joy. Not only that, but the auditorium erupted in a wave of applause and cheering. That's awesome. It is. And you know what? That would have made her day, right? She wasn't able to be there. It was something she wanted to be able to do. And someone went, "Hey, let's try this." And tears of joy. She was happy. It made her night, right? That's awesome. That is. All right, we still got time, right? Yeah, of course. All right, so we still got time to do another positive story. Woot woot. Okay, trying to get all these read to you guys because, like I said, I'm catching up from yesterday. All right, so we actually got 2 from today done. We got time. Let's see if I can get all of them done for you. We're gonna try. All right, so okay, this is pretty cool. Okay, yeah, we'll do this one. We'll do this one first. This is from 7 hours ago. Okay. As long as it loads up, we'll get it to work. We will. All right, so young girl who survived Manchester attack is speechless over an invite to the royal wedding. Yes. So if anyone deserves to be given the royal treatment, it's this sweet 12-year-old. So Amelia Thompson was one of the young spectators at the Ariana Grande concert bombing in Manchester, England last year. So after the incident, she started raising money for bombing victims and sought healing through sessions with a therapy horse. So it's for these reasons that her loving mother secretly nominated Amelia as a potential guest to the royal wedding between Meghan Markle and Prince Harry at Windsor Castle. But when she finally got an email saying that Amelia had been invited to the event, neither of them could believe their eyes. So this is a quote. All right, so I started reading it and thought it was fake, Amelia told CBC. I was just saying to my mom, this isn't real. This can't be real. So Amelia says that even though she would love to bring her mother as a +1, she wants to bring Sharon Goodman, a woman who lost her 15-year-old granddaughter in the attack. So overwhelmed by the exquisite honor, Amelia is now excitedly spending her days thinking about what to wear to the wedding. What to wear for the wedding, which is just another thing to help her heal from the past. Not only that, but Amelia says that she has been especially inspired by Prince Harry's noble example of coping with grief since he lost his mother, Princess Diana, in a car crash when he was young. This is a quote. He was open about his mom, which is why it kind of made me feel a bit more open about my feelings and how I might feel in life after the bombing. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, there is a YouTube video. Yes, there's a YouTube video. Hello, Brianna. How you doing? Yes, I just saw your link just before the show. I want to get up there. I want to try this place that you guys go and eat. The food looks so amazing. Yeah, it gives me a reason to come to Hamilton, right? Always. Trust me, I don't really need much of a reason to come to Hamilton. But it's just to get me up there. All right, so let's see. We're going to share this off. So yes, tell Mike. Okay, that means if you no wrong one. So tell Mike, come in, Mike. Come on, come leave your comment, because we always love Mike maybe coming to hang out with us. Always, Bree, and it's always good to see you in here too. All right, so there we go. Okay, we're going to share this off, and yes, we still have time to do the last one. All right, okay, so we're going to tweet this off nice and quick. All right, so we're going to share that off. Okay, now. All right. So see, ladies and gentlemen, there's a few of the stories that we've had. There's been a negative, but there's been the positive outcome that has come from it. So always remember that. Always remember that, ladies and gentlemen. You got a negative, you can always turn it into a positive. All right. So let's see here. Okay, so this one is actually from 4 hours ago. Okay, Okay, you guys ready? All right. So Marine raises thousands for a World War II vet he met in a parking lot. So it's rare to hear about someone who is willing to give thousands of dollars to a total stranger. But that is essentially what Guido Filippone insists on doing for a fellow American hero he just met. So Filippone, a U.S. Marine who served 2004 and 2008, was attending an appointment at a Veterans Administrative Hospital near his home in Pflugerville, Texas, when he saw an elderly man walking across the hot parking lot all by himself. I immediately approached him, shook his hand, and thanked him for his service, and asked if anyone was coming to pick him up or if he had a ride. So when the veteran said that he was parked on the other side of the lot and there was no one around with a golf cart to escort him across, he was content to just use his walker. So now the heat here in Texas is enough to make anyone feel it, and today was no different, says the Marine. I didn't feel concerned because we know how tough our World War II veterans are, but you never know. So I asked if I could at least walk with him towards his car, and so we did. As they walked, the senior said he was a World War II veteran named Mike Gazella, who had been stationed in Germany when the war ended. Hello, Shannon. Thanks for tuning in. So Gazella then went on to say that he was at the VA because he had $4,000 worth of medical bills that needed to be paid for recent operations. Medicare covered most of it, but the remnants was up to the VA. And we all know how long that takes, says Filippone. As time went on, his medical bills kept coming, and he's trying to work through the red tape. If I had a checkbook, I would have given the money to him right there. I wouldn't want a World War II vet to move on to the next phase of life in debt. So while he did offer to help the veteran while they were there in the parking lot, Gazella humbly declined. Filippone, on the other hand, was determined to help anyway. So he created a GoFundMe page with the intention of raising at least $4,000 in 7 days. And he donated the first $1,000. So within 48 hours of creating the page, he has already raised $13,000. So Filippone says that he's now working on tracking down Gazelle so he can hand him the check. And this is a quote. I could have easily just walked away and moved on. It's nice to give back when you can, Philip told Fox. I always say we already have the greatest generation, which should be the better generation. Never miss a chance to thank a veteran. Right on, brother. That is awesome. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys go check out the link after the show, there is the link to the GoFundMe page. That you guys can actually see. Like I said, there's always links, always. As soon as you guys go check them out, like I always say, you guys can always follow on the Good News Network app or on the Good News Network website, which is www.goodnewsnetwork.org. And no, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are wondering, I do not get paid to read from these. I choose to read from these. This is my one-stop shop for all my positive news. It's great. Until I can see another site that brings the positive news and even more. This is the one we found. It's the one we're sticking to right now. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is shared off. That is awesome. This is so nice of them. It is. And yes, we got to think about that. If you guys, I live here in Guelph, and like I said, we have the Legion and stuff that are here in town, and we have the AV Club. We have all these different vets clubs. They're the ones that, they dealt with a lot of the negativity for us, so that we can actually have the life that we have right now. And yes, I totally give props to all the vets who have sat there and fought and defended us to give us the life that we have. For sure. All right, so, we're going to close the Good News Network off for now. It's the end of that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting closer to our time. I'd like to thank everybody for coming to hang out in the studio, hanging out with Nacho and I. And you know what, Nacho? The name fell off your head, and we forgot to do more shout-outs. We just went gung-ho with our positive news. So that's okay, though. Like I said, I love getting at the positive news to each and every last one of you. All right, and yes, to the one out there, I know that you do watch. You may not comment, you may not react, but that's all right. Always remember, it's your time, and I want all my MFers out there to know I love each and every last single one of you, all right? If you're a fan, a friend, family, or even a foe, I love each and every last single one of you because each and every last single one of you make MFers Live what it is today. And I'm so thankful that you guys stick around, you guys come hang out, and like I said, it's pretty amazing. It's, like I said, I'll put a smile on my face every single day because I know that I can at least try to make more than one person. Yeah, my goal every day is to make one person smile, and with the help of all the MFers, I get to make a whole bunch of people smile, and I try my best. All right, so if you guys ever have suggestions, you always just message them out to me. Like I said, we're always looking for different ways to make MFers Live better for the MFers. All right, so yes, so make sure you tune in tomorrow night. All right, remember, same MFer time, same MFer channel. Keep spreading that peace, love, and positivity. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, do not forget, if you're watching me live right now, or you're watching me on a replay, or if you're just listening to my voice, this goes out to you. Yes. If you're sitting there going, no, it doesn't. Yes, it does. It goes out to you. Always remember that you matter because you know what? You do. Okay, each and every last single one of you, okay? You always remember that you matter, okay? And in the words of Bill Nye, let's help save this world, ladies and gentlemen. Peace, love, and positivity, y'all.